Hello, hello. Cancer. Cancer, I've been waiting for a special time to do this reading. This means a lot to me. I do have some Palo Santo to burn before our ceremony. This is a reading, situationship reading, regarding three iterations of the portal, the great portal. That is your love life, three iterations. Therefore, you can dive into each of these portals and take what you will. Some will resonate more than others. You can combine the elements and the cycles found within the portals in order to find true resonance and create your own sort of instrumental view of what all is sort of the poetry of your love life currently. My dear Cancer, um, today I will be working with the Spanish deck, the Espanol deck from Vitoria, Spain. A very strong deck, very concise, very good, and very clean. Um, so we're smudging real quick and then we'll get to it. Love me a good Palo Santo. So, this reading is for Cancer, Love Situationship from Ron Tarot of the Twin Sun. This will be three portals, a reading for three iterations of your love life, and cycles in which you are tied karmically on these paths of poetry to learn something, and perhaps we can learn something from this reading. My dear Cancer, relax. I'm clearing the energy of the cards. Relax. Please clear your mind and relax. And we'll get started soon. Shit. That is a first. That is a first, and there's something incredible happening. Okay, I'm going to stop shuffling because I think we have a flow already for the iteration number 1. Portal is open. There is healing happening. You are converting the energy of love alchemically, two into one, into one, into one. There's something of the nature of love and temperance, the ability to convert the energy of love into something else, or perhaps to fuse different emotional imbalances in order to create an exact equilibrium. Okay, this is all about equality. We have here as well Sagittarius, something about Sagittarius season that is up and coming in December will be a great healing period for you, okay, my dear Cancer number 1. Yeah, I see healing here on the card as well. On the cards, we have here the Three of Swords, and it comes in the reverse. Therefore, there was a need to heal, and somehow you were able to do such a thing, such an incredible feat, and raised the sword of glory into victory. Your own truth came after heartache. Okay, some sort of tribulation here in November. And you are on the path to love, a great cosmic and divine love, one that is mandated by the heavens and is extremely healing for you. This is the best card of the deck. I would reckon it's the best looking. And it is incredible because it also resembles a type of fortress and the ability to protect this fortress with all those turrets above there. And it also represents the chalice, the womb, the holy center, Mother Mary, Christ, and the sort of undying love of Immaculate Conception. We have here miracles. We have here the ability to transcend any limitations of the flesh in order to get to a higher state of being, okay? Incredible stuff, considering you've gone through a lot of heartache already. There is a cycle that is supposed to close, and it is very, very much being revisited in a way. There is a recycling here, an upcycling, a repurposing of some sort of poetry within the story of your life, your love life. There's something here where there's something closing. An old lover, an old situation has departed, or perhaps has walked away from you, or perhaps you've walked away from them, and there's something about this situation that is not yet closed completely. There's something still to learn. There's something to look into when it comes to this. Because there's healing on the cards, as well as heartbreak is kind of over. Yeah, you and this person share a profound connection. Whoever is doing the healing, whoever is walking through the portal, or perhaps coming back through the portal, there is someone who is definitely got their eye on you and you on them. There is an immediate connection with this person that has always been there and has always been written and mandated by the higher forces that be. The higher presence of consciousness has consciously written out in this script for you, and it is a very profound and lengthy novel, perhaps a Bible of incredible design when it comes to your love situation, okay? Yeah, once again, that circle comes into play. With the world in reverse, we also have the 10 of rods in reverse here. A cycle that has lost its valor, has lost its luster, is now so heavy for you to set down. Something about you, Cancer, and this is still the first portal. Something about Cancer number one and cancers in general. There is an incredible motherly and nurturing aspect to Cancer that I cannot find in anyone else in the astrological zodiac. They are the most profound and giving lovers when it comes to the water element. Pisces is more romantic, Scorpio is more deep and sexual. However, Cancer is the most giving and forgiving. Perhaps you're forgiving this person, okay? Whatever mistake they made, whatever burden of the heart they made on you, whatever heartbreak they caused on you, your mission, your quest, your purpose with this person has to be has found new valor or something of the like, which is fantastic. However, you should notice that the world in reverse usually indicates you going against the universe, okay, and using magic in order to go back into some sort of past tense, okay. That is a very pretentious way of doing things, and you have to be careful because the ego and it requires a lot of energy, okay, to do such something like this. Way too much. I hope you're not getting drained, but you know, if that soul contract is worth it, it is worth it. Now, let's move on. There is a secret the high priestess holds. The la sacerdotisa. And this person is a son of a gun. They read from the book of knowledge, the Alpha and the Omega, yet they look off into the distance and pretend you don't exist. They look straight through you, they know you, and they know that you yearn for knowledge, yet they are holding back. Why? That's a good question. Let's find out. Okay, someone has been, someone from your past, or perhaps in your present or your future. There's someone here who is overcrossing boundaries. They, as you can see, the expression on their face is not very clear. They are a bit eyes in the sky, sort of, they're in a reverie, okay? They're setting down their rod in the wrong place. Perhaps this is about crossing boundaries. Boundaries that you may not have clearly set with them, or they not with you. And yes, this has to do with the love triangle. The lovers here, it talks about two lovers, and you, Cancer, there are in the center with two options, okay? And you don't know what to do. Look at that expression on the face. It's very clear that Mr. or Mrs. Cancer there is completely billy goated in a certain way. They don't know what the fuck. And the suitors are like all over this person. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna let Cupid strike wherever Cupid strikes, and let love determine the language to use. It seems like in this situation, it's clearly a power play here, and Cupid is not aiming for anyone. Perhaps the person on the left or the right, left. of of the Cancer person, and that's kind of weird because that person on the left has their arms like twisted like a pretzel, so it's kind of strange, really arbitrary. The language of love, that means like Cupid's arrow strikes randomly, and I don't know if you trust either of these persons' love. I think it's more of a power dynamic, and in which you might relish in a type of quasi narcissism. I'm not saying that you are narcissistic. What I am saying is that there is a mirror there, and you perhaps enjoy the attention. And that's not a bad thing. You have, luckily, the Two of Cups here, and that is fantastic. That means that there is a great boon of love, soulmate energy, and a great connection in which Kundalini energies can intertwine and create some sort of great conviviality and great love at the cost of nothing, which is fantastic. So you have the Lovers and the Two of Cups here. There's going to be a very romantic love for you. However, there's still a great deal of healing that you need to do, Cancer number one, and I suggest you do that. The timing isn't right, and perhaps the stars aren't in your favor, but 11:11, I would recommend that you just chill out and like wait for the right time to pour these two cups out in a certain way. That's funny. It's all yours, and you're just like letting it go. Hello, Cancer. So this is iteration number two, and yeah, let's thank Mercury retrograde for that one. I'm basically just reorganizing the cards because you had a flow here, and it was a very good one. Okay, so you've made a choice. You're making a choice towards something, my dear Cancer, and it has to do with equilibrium, the ability to give righteously to a number of commitments that you have. You might have more than one of them, perhaps two, and you're ready to shift your energies accordingly. Okay, the month of October, there might have been exploration or perhaps a meandering of types, and you manifested something. You manifested the fuck out of something. I'm not sure what it is. However, it seems you've made a choice with the Two of Rods in the upright. And this choice has to do with a number of commitments, and one of them is being chosen over the other. You're committing to one thing more than the other, and it has to do with you manifesting like crazy, coming up with ways of bringing about from the natural universe new realities, and you manifested something really profound using the rod's energy. I think more than anything, the fire of your heart has bursted, and you were able to bring in some sort of new reality for yourself, which is lovely. Considering what the magician is looking at is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks to me of role reversals as well as the right timing in order to exact some sort of fortune or boon. Okay, there's a great deal of wealth coming to you, or perhaps being taken away from you at the same time. When it comes to your relationships, perhaps you're leaving one relationship in order to get into another, or perhaps you had the opportunity to spin the wheel and try out something new, but it was kind of like Russian roulette. You didn't know what you're getting into, and perhaps it was very random. Because we also have here the Lovers, okay? An option in love, and it is Los Enamorados, which is the those who are enamored. Um, which is a nice translation. It's like those who are in love, but then at the same time look at this person in the middle. This is the quintessential love triangle, the discernment, Pythagorean discrimin, which is talking to me at least about like the ability to lay down arms and to actually make a choice. This is a rite of passage. This is a type of coming into an adulthood of type. Okay, lovers is certainly arbitrary. Okay, Cupid is just shooting randomly, and there's something about love, the nature of love, that is resonant with the first portal of Cancer number one. So number two, you have made a choice and you're done waiting. Okay, you're done waiting for your thing because you've manifested the hell out of something. And this manifestation has to do with you equally with the Wheel of Fortune giving up something in order to gain something, okay? A great deal of emotional commitment, perhaps 8 years or 8 months of incredible investment in terms of your emotional capacities have been surrendered. And perhaps you've gone into a type of hermetitude, and perhaps to spin the wheel, gone to an esoteric mode in order to manifest through the magician energy some sort of new cup Okay. The Ace of Cups hasn't shown up yet. However, there is judgment. Okay. There is the ability to bring back a past situation in order to execute some sort of new thing. But this is regenerative in nature, not like Scorpio, but more like the ability to revive something from death in order that it makes amends for what it does. Is kind of like karma. Now beware. The two lovers are on the bottom. Yes, Adam and Eve. If they bring back a third party, they will have demonic resonance, something like Satan or Lucifer. They will have a number of dark energies surrounding them, and this will need to be purged by you or someone else. And it's very important to use your discernment, but don't worry, the higher forces that be are watching over this, okay? This has to do with a great love. Like Cancer number one, you are lucky as hell, and there is great love here. Fantastic amount, once again, Kundalini energy and soulmate energy. There's an ability to express this through the mode of teamwork. That is the MO, the modus operandi, and it has to do with a beautiful resonance in which you are working with friends and lovers in order to create communities of solidarity, foundations of something new. Um, be careful because there is the Empress in reverse. It may be a possibility that you are dealing with energies that do not lead to growth. There's a stunting of growth, perhaps a lack of birth, a lack of newness, or perhaps freshness. There's a lot of old age in the Empress in reverse, okay? That's how I read it. But there is a connection here, and it is an ancient connection with it being in reverse. Nostalgia comes, but along with it, great memories of despair as well as elation. And the two are intertwined. Once again, judgment here strikes a chord, and with Mercury retrograde, there is an opportunity for an old love to come in and perhaps come in and bring not only memories of goodness, but memories of toxicity and despair. Yeah, however, I think you are standing in your power and that you've transgressed fear here. Not only is this the Cancer card, as well as Pisces, perhaps Scorpio. There's a lot of water here, and there's loyalty, and there's a commitment to the Great Mother here. And there is the ability to transcend fear, like I said, that may have been caused by a mother figure for you, my dear Cancer. When it comes to healing, you're getting a lot of major arcana here. You have the Star in reverse, just like Cancer number one. There's still something inside of you that is stagnant, okay? Cancers in general, I'm just gonna close that portal. I'm gonna close that portal and leave you this message. There's still a lot of healing you need to do, okay? With the two cups here in reverse. You're getting two of cups. You're getting love, but then you're constantly running into this intense thing where you're just pouring out the energy of love to heal a situation. This is like escapism, all right? You're running away from fate. You're running away from the soul contract that may exist between you and someone else, okay? This is really bad karma. You have to step away from this, snap the fuck out of whatever it is that is holding you back. I'm sorry to use that word, I'm sorry to be harsh with you, but I think there is a need for you to heal yourself, and to do so by letting go of romance for a bit, and to perhaps look into the mirror of your soul, not narcissistically, but to look through that and deeper in to see the limits and the capacities of human feeling. There's a commitment in romance as well. Here. Some sort of commitment in romance. We have the High Priest, the Hierophant, as well as the Page of Cups, which is nice. Cancer number 3, we're going to go ahead and clear the energy of the cards and get into your reading. This is portal number 3, love iteration number 3, the possibilities of a portal number 3. One second then. Cancer number 3. A cycle is ending for you, and it has to do with you. That is making a choice, but you are very hesitant in making this choice. Perhaps there are 2 options of your heart's desire, and there is a need for you to make a choice. However, you are stuck, and there is a period of waiting here, a holding pattern, and with it, there is a cycle that is trying to end when it comes to the Cup's energy with the 10 of Cups here in reverse. The cycle that is trying to end yet is you're held back in suspension, and there's difficulty finding joy in this situation. You don't see the beauty or the poetry you once saw with this person, or perhaps you do. That's the thing, because you haven't made the choice, and it seems to me that it has to do with you getting over a period of artificial struggle here. Artificial struggle, some sort of fake fighting with someone, and you find it very immature, and you're looking back on it and you're saying, why the hell would I give that to that? Why would I give that kind of emotional commitment to that? Which is difficult because you still see this person as a soulmate or some sort of profound, like a profound history with this person, profound, long, as well as nostalgic. There are many beautiful memories. However, looking back, it's like you're ready to give your cup elsewhere. Or perhaps you've been conserving your time and energy and saving up for a rainy day, waiting for some sort of new thing, or perhaps nothing. However, there is a soul contract here, like Cancer number 1. There is a soul contract that is written for you in the upright. So it is clear that there is going to be some sort of movement away from dark energies. Perhaps someone is no longer manipulating you, which is a nice thing. However, there is some sort of lie or hidden truth about this person's motivations. The fact is that you have made clear boundaries, or at least a clear point to this person that you're not to be effed with, or something like that, and that there won't be a proper sort of new beginning with this person. Perhaps, yeah, I mean, I can't read it any other way. It's like you're rejecting a new beginning with this person because they probably made an offer at one point to you. The offer was clear and it was slow moving. But eventually the offer was too stagnant. There was too much halted energy in this, and someone was not really standing in their truth, meaning they were lying about something, about some sort of karmic justice that was supposed to occur between you and this person. In the reverse here, justice in reverse, as well as the sort of healing process and you being able to get over something, some sort of regret. Yeah, and this person is looking back and wondering and being really cold to you in a certain way, trying to use logic over anything else, and they're not using their heart or their emotions. Their intentions are purely for communication and clear communication, yes, but perhaps manipulation here indicated with the dagger on the left hand. You see it? Or is that yeah, this left hand. The dagger, the small dagger. Um, yeah, and you're looking at this person, you're standing in your power, which is good. But there's still conflict, okay? There's this conflict between you and this person. The masculine energies that exist between you and this person, I don't care what gender you are, the masculine energies that are there are in contention, okay? There's something about it where there's a competitive force, and that does not exist in love. It doesn't. It does in some occasions, but in this particular iteration, it's very hard to find some sort of thing. But there will be teamwork. The teamwork has to do with a type of unfinished business. So it's out of obligation that you guys are going to try again, as well as the ability for you and this person to get over past pain in order to bring back something, okay? Some sort of commitment here with the High Priest, the Hierophant, some sort of deep commitment. However, be careful, because there will be a lot of entanglements, karmic entanglements, as well as connections of the lower, baser degrees, okay? A lot of crazy, fiery sex that is very toxic for you in the end. Yeah, but don't worry, the Wheel of Fortune is spinning, and you are manifesting this wheel to spin. I think this showed up with the last Cancer as well in the second portal, and there is also something about you getting over fear in order to find a proper gateway for your soulmate to walk through. You will only find healing if you actually go into esoteric knowledge and the ability to feel once again through external forces, that is, natural forces in the universe. So if you want healing, you have to go into some sort of retreat, okay? Very intense. Okay, so that is the third portal, third iteration. I'm seeing here finally, yes, thank God. Even though you have your walls up and you have your boundaries up against this person, it's like you are healing. Finally, thank God, one of the cancers are healing, and I think that's you, which is great. So the star finally comes up in the positive, as well as the High Priestess is here holding a secret about how someone, either you, I think it's you are coming into power by really going in and doing the shadow work. This is a month of shadow work for you, okay? Yeah, and you will no longer feel like abandoned. The abandonment is an issue, okay? One of your demons is one of your thing as well, abandonment, as well as abandonment of emotional sort of commitments, and running away. Escapism is also one of your demons, okay? Not really sort of as well as rejection. God, you have a lot of demons. All right, so these are 3 demons you have. So, well, once again, just so you know, this is for your healing. You're trying to conquer your demons is being very difficult. It's been a difficult time for you to do this, and this is the secret of the High Priestess. One of them is abandonment issues, so feeling left out in the cold and coming back out of it. That's one of them, as well as being abandoned emotionally, being left emotionally, perhaps you leaving someone emotionally, leaving them out in the cold. You know, these are abandonment issues on an emotional and a financial level, or a grounded level, as well as the 4 of Cups here. So rejection. Rejection is a big one as well. Okay, just so you know, someone's not in their power. The Empress here, she's not in her power, and it's leading to a lot of anger. And when the Empress is angry, cycles close. The world's paradigms shift considerably. Think of Princess Diana, one of the biggest empresses out there. When she died, the world changed. All right, my dear Cancer. Please enjoy. Please like, share, and subscribe. That took a lot out of me. I hope you really thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm going to end this on 10-10, at least for the third iteration. Bye.